Alright, welcome to Packet Tracer 7.2.2.4, configuring basic EIGRP with IPv4. In this activity, you will implement basic EIGRP configurations, including network commands, passive interfaces, and disabling automatic summarization. You will then verify your EIGRP configuration using a variety of show commands and testing end-to-end connectivity. So, step 1, enable the EIGRP routing process. Enable the EIGRP routing process on each router using AS number 1. The configuration for router 1 is shown. AS meaning autonomous system. Router EIGRP 1 is the command to get into the EIGRP settings. And the question here is, what is the range of numbers that can be used for autonomous system numbers? It's a huge range. We almost never use anything other than 1 in class, I believe. Packet Tracer currently does not support the configuration of an EIGRP router ID, so I guess we're not going to be doing anything with that. So, router 1. Router EIGRP, and then we can use an autonomous system number of 1 through 65,535. I believe the range is even larger than that when you get into different implementations of EIGRP. But anyway, we're going to use EIGRP 1. That's pretty much what it wanted us to do there. So then we're going to go to router 2 and do the same thing. Okay, and then we're going to go to router 3, do the same thing there. Alright, so far, just like OSPF, we've just said EIGRP instead of OSPF and used a PID of 1 again, or an autonomous system number in this case of 1. Let's see, step 2, advertise directly connected networks. Use the show IP route command to display the directly connected networks on each router. How can you tell the difference between subnet addresses and interface addresses? So let's do a show IP route. So what was the question? How can you tell the difference between subnet addresses and interface addresses? Well, 192.168.1.0/24 is variably subnetted. C means we're connected, which means we're connected to that network, that subnetwork. And L means local, which means it's an actual interface address. Kind of a weird question to throw in at this point in the study, but okay. On each router, configure EIGRP to advertise specific directly connected networks. So let's start with router 1 since we have those commands here. Oops, nope. I'm going to do network 172.16.1.0 wildcard mask, and then we don't have areas like we do in OSPF, so that actually makes that a little bit simpler. Network 172.16.3.0. Okay, and network 192.168.10.4. Okay, and then it wants us to configure LAN interfaces to not advertise EIGRP updates, the configuration for R1 is shown. So we need to look at this and see, okay, so our LAN interfaces are going to be our gig interfaces, gigabit Ethernet interfaces on all three routers, and it's probably, yeah, gig 00, gig 00, gig 00. So it's the same on all. So we just do passive interface, gigabit 00. And before I go any further, I need to back up and do steps 2 and 3 for both router 2 and 3. So router 2, we need to be looking at our addressing table here. Router 2 is connected to 172.16.3.0 with a wildcard of 000.255. Also connected to network 172.16. Looks like I skipped 2.0. Actually, that last one I did incorrectly, so we'll do the 2.0, and then we'll do a no network on the 3.0 because I did the wrong wildcard mask for it, and then we'll do 0.0.0.3 for 3.0 because that is correct. Okay, and then we'll go on to network 192.168.10.8. Alright, so router 2 is finished there. We're going to do a passive interface, gig 00, for our LAN interface. Same thing for router 3. Network 192.168.10. Okay, network 192.168.10.4 and network 192.168.10.8. Alright, so that brought us up with an adjacency there. That's nice to see. And of course we need to do the passive interface, gig 00. Alright, so now we are on to step 4. Step 4, disable automatic summarization. The topology contains discontiguous networks. Therefore, disable automatic summarization on each router. The configuration for R1 is shown. It's a simple no auto summary command. You can literally just type no AU tab. Hit enter. Same thing for router 2. No auto summary. And the same thing for router 3. No auto summary. Save the configurations. Okay. So end right on router 3. And right on router 2. And right on router 3. Okay, and let's see, did we skip anything? Let's see what we missed here. Oh, looks like I completely messed up router 1, so we need to do a no network 192.16.3.0. Oops, You need to be in the router EIGRP1, so no network 192.16.3.0 and a no network 192.168.10.1. It would be very simple if I had just followed the directions there. Network 172.16.3.0 and network 192.168.10.4. Okay, and that's just goes to show you what happens when you get in a hurry, guys. So don't make the mistake that I made, and you'll be good to go. So verify EIGRP routing. Which command displays the neighbors discovered by EIGRP? Well, let's go find out if we don't know. We're going to say show EIG. Oh, that's not going to work. Show IP EIGRP neighbors. Look at that. There's the command. Oops. Display the EIGRP routing protocol parameters. What command displays the parameters and other information? So same thing. If you want to find out, you just say show IP EIGRP and then question mark. Well, is it the topology? That shows us some things. It's very useful. What about traffic? That shows some other good stuff. So a lot of commands here to help you. If you can't find the command you need, just look back in the text. Good luck, guys. Hope I've helped you if you've had any questions.